How? What? What happened?
My love, my husband. Welcome home. Close the door behind you and leave everything to side. We are together again.
Marius lived with his wife and their two children in a big village in the prefecture of Macedonia.
I'm telling you, it's a big score. And a piece of cake. Are you in?
He started out as an unskilled worker in a company, but soon his zest for work and his abilities made him Nick's, his boss, right hand. His wife was used to working and being creative and independent.
Marius, you are being released.
Her two pregnancies and village life kept her away from the creativity of work, which brought nagging to the couple.
Did you get your stuff? Let's go.
They started up a business, a fast food restaurant they used to call souvlaki shop. But due to wrong management, the business failed and started owing. Suppliers were complaining and putting pressure on them. Meanwhile, the expenses grew larger and larger. Marius's boss had mounting expenses during the crisis period. So when a big check bounced, the business Mario had been working for was doomed to closure, and he was left unemployed. However, the big blow came from elsewhere. His son, his lad, was diagnosed with an illness that required a lot of money to treat.
Open up. We have a release. Do you have anybody waiting for you?
I haven't told them anything. It's going to be a surprise.
He sold off all his belongings: gold jewelry, his car, furniture. He even borrowed money, but nothing seemed enough to pay off the mounting debt. One night, a casual conversation at a coffee bar with two notorious small-time crooks would not only change his life, but his family's life as well.
Oh, what have I done? What have I missed out on all these years? I had been working since I was 14. I had 6,000 stamps. I hadn't even got a traffic ticket. And I pulled a burglary? How did that happen? Oh, the expenses are getting larger. The taxes are heavy. But don't worry, girl. We will cope with this together. Trust me. I know, honey, that you enjoy working. That's why I will sell the car for 13,000 We have another 15,000 put aside. I have some great connections, and we will set up a business for you. At weekends and in the afternoons, I'm also going to be there to help. I won't quit my job, though, because I'm very satisfied and it is not an easy job to find.
A break-in occurred to a business premises late last night. The burglars broke into the main entrance of the building where the company is based. According to the owner, a large sum of money and other valuables were stolen. A security camera caught 3 men breaking into the store and then leaving undisturbed with the stolen goods. The police are...
It's Nick here, who have suffered a dead loss. The Athenians, to whom we sent the freight, bounced a check. And now the banks are returning all their checks. I don't know if we can hold out. What we're going to do?
How are we going to make ends meet? So many expenses, so many debts. What is going on? Everything has fallen on us altogether.
Mr. Marius,
Yes.
you have been summoned to appear in front of the investigating judge.
I'm frozen inside. I know. I'm going to prison. I'm shaking. I want to see a lawyer. 2,000 euro, he told me. My wife knows nothing about it. How am I going to tell her? I can't. What will become of my family, my children? The day has arrived, January 18th. I appeared in front of the investigating judge. I testified in defense of myself and was placed in pretrial custody. My wife was crying while I was frigid, numb. I haven't realized until the key turned in the lock. If possible, keep me here a bit longer. My wife visits me every day and gives me strength. My blood ran cold. They put me in a police car, and in less than an hour we were at the gate, the prison gate.
Bend over. Cough. Letters, photos, and Selby 16. Do you know how to get there on your own? Leave it. We get it. We'll take you there.
15 and a half years. A lifetime. How will time pass in here? When am I going to be released? My kids are 9 and 6 now, so I will see them again when they are 24 and 21 years old.
Yesterday, at the school games, I took part in the 400-meter race. Guess what? I came first. I'm so fortunate and happy. I stood on the podium and received the gold medal. You should have been there to see it. Mom was sitting on the sidelines with crying eyes filled with tears. Her joy was great, but I'm sure she wanted you there to share that moment. Hi, Dad. It's Sunday, and Sundays are my favorite days. They are the days we used to spend together, and those were my most favorite moments in the whole world. The mornings we would spend together, laughing with small and funny things Mom was never aware of. Do you remember the time when he broke her flower pot while playing football? I think she still believes it was that passing by neighborhood cat that did it. Or when we went to the park to have ice cream, I would always eat strawberry flavor, whereas you preferred chocolate. I would really like you to be here. Daddy, tonight we're putting up our school play. I would like you to be there, but you are away. I will be looking for you in the audience even though I know that you won't be there.
I was assigned to cell number 16. When I walked in, 9 people were staring at me. The usual introductions, and I stood confused. Don't worry, they tell me. They try to explain a few things to me, but 90% looks at me like an easy meal. I don't know much about prison, so I'm an easy prey to extort money and telephone cards out of me. I managed to find a couple of people I could talk to. They advised me to apply for a job. 3 months later, I got into the prison kitchen. A lot of work, but time goes by. My darling, 6.5 years. I can't hold my laughter. How can I hide my joy? I will never forget when I turned towards the courtroom. The way you and my father were looking at me. A child was jumping for joy at the court's entrance. My son, my lad. My darling, I miss you and our children so much. Honestly, I'm losing my mind in here, knowing what you go through every day and being away clearly due to a moment of recklessness. Really, I don't know what got into me. I don't know if I will ever forgive myself, now that our children are growing up without me, now that they need me the most, now that our child suffers from this illness and we need money for medication and treatment. You struggle on your own and I'm unable to do anything, even offer you the least bit. How are we going to come up with so much money? What will you live on? How are you going to get by? The sole thought of it is killing me. This is my punishment, my sweetheart, to feel you so close to me and still be so far away.
My love. Yes, forever together. Together and strong.